looks like Lucasfilm has finally learned its lesson. After the ill-advised Rey movie lost its screenwriter, they appear to be replacing the project with, what? 3 more Rey movies? Hello, I'm Marvin, and I'm the Movie Monster. Just when you thought it was safe to return to a galaxy far, far away, Kathleen Kennedy proves that she only knows how to do one thing, and that's fail. When the Rey Palpatine movie lost its screenwriter, we all thought that was it. The movie was going back to Lucasfilm development hell, joining the likes of Taika Waititi's movie, Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron movie, Benioff and Weiss's film, Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie, and the undisputed lord and master of Star Wars development hell, Rian Johnson's trilogy. And another one bites the dust for Kathleen Kennedy's agenda-driven Lucasfilm, or as we call it here on this channel, the Galactic Vampire. Meow, 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 meow. But it turns out that Kathleen Kennedy is so creatively bankrupt that she only has one idea left, that being a female-led Jedi movie starring her ultimate self-insert, Rey Palpatine.
Fools! Idiots! Imbeciles!
And in place of the one Rey Palpatine movie that we avoided, she's actually reportedly moving forward with 3 Rey Palpatine movies. A Rey Palpatine trilogy, if you will.
Son of a bitch!
She is legitimately the single worst studio head in the history of American cinema. She's failed on such a monumental level that she's taken the single greatest, most evergreen IP of all time and utterly tanked it in less than 10 years. But that's not even the end of it.
I don't care.
You see, the Fempire has clearly become so synonymous with failure, with chewing up and spitting out creatives in the service of their agenda-driven nonsense, that in order to find someone to actually write this hellish nightmare, they had to scrape the very bottom of the Hollywood barrel. Just how low has Kathleen Kennedy and the Fempire sunk? Find out today on Tooney Town TV. Ah, there she is, folks, the Femperor old KK, Kathleen Kennedy herself. And who is she going to get to bring her Rey movie trilogy, this amazing idea that she's had, to life? Well, in the event that I haven't already spoiled it in the title or thumbnail of this video, and let's be real, I'm me, so I probably have, we'll just treat it like it's a big reveal, right? Oh, look at this! X-Men, Doc Phoenix, and the 355 writer Simon Kinberg to pen new trilogy of Star Wars movies with Kathleen Kennedy producing. My goodness. I have never seen a darker headline that just keeps getting worse. I mean, we start with Doc Phoenix, right? And then the 355, just 2 wretched movies. Then we get Simon Kinberg to pen new trilogy of Star Wars movies. Oh my God, it's so much worse. And then the coup de grace with Kathleen Kennedy producing.
Olsen, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it.
Over on That Park Place, we're saying a new report claims that Simon Kinberg, the writer for box office disasters X-Men, Doc Phoenix, and the 355, will pen a new trilogy of Star Wars films that will be produced by Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, which, by the way, guys, means she's not going anywhere. These films are concepts right now, which means that we have years before they're, going to be coming to fruition. Which, man, I'm just, why are they keeping her around? I refuse to believe any more rumors that she's being fired or she's retiring or she's getting the Viking funeral or any of that stuff. I cannot hope anymore. She's never leaving. She's going to outlive all of us, and she's going to continue to ruin Star Wars until long after we're all dust. This 70-something-year-old woman who never has to work another day in her life. She's rich. Her husband's rich. She can ride off into the sunset and be retired and enjoy her golden years in peace. But she chooses to get up out of bed every single morning, go to work, and ruin Star Wars for everyone. That's dedication, folks. That's work ethic. So Deadline's Mike Fleming Jr. has shared that this trilogy, quote, will comprise episodes 10 through 12 of the Skywalker saga that began with George Lucas's 1977 first film. Why? Why are we doing this again? We said 7, 8, and 9 was the end of it.
Remember
Chewbacca again? Oh, I love to remember Chewbacca.
You hailed The Rise of Skywalker as the end of the Skywalker saga. Are we really going to keep going?
This is a lie.
So you lie. So, you didn't lie to everybody. You probably were very much intending on ending it with that. But the only thing that makes money is when you guys do Skywalker saga movies. But here's the problem. You ran out of Skywalkers, you idiots.
Imbeciles!
I don't care what you tell me. That girl on the screen right now is not a Skywalker. I don't buy into the whole I was born Palpatine, but I identify as Skywalker stuff. No, that is Rey Palpatine, guys. She has done nothing to make herself a Skywalker. She was nothing but terrible to Luke, and Luke was nothing but terrible to her. Everyone in that movie was just terrible. So he also noted that insiders disputed my intel that Kinberg will continue that storyline, saying this instead will be a new saga that sit alongside percolating Star Wars projects with James Mangold, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, Taika Waititi, and Donald Glover. Yeah, no. While Fleming notes that Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy and Taika Waititi's movies are percolating, it's likely these films are dead. Back in August, Matt McGloin at Cosmic Book News reported that Waititi's film was not happening. He reported, conversations I have had with insiders at the recent Comic-Con have informed me that Taika Waititi is definitely not doing his Star Wars movie at Lucasfilm. He then added, I was also actually told by this insider that Leslie Headland is done at Lucasfilm, which thank goodness. As for why Waititi is out, McGloin's insider informed him that it was due to Thor Love and Thunder, and specifically that Waititi did not actually finish the movie. McGloin detailed that his insider informed him that the film, quote, was a complete disaster and that Marvel gave him the boot from the movie, which I hadn't heard that, but I believe it. That movie was a disaster. Furthermore, McGloin explained, I was also told Waititi didn't finish the reshoots in the final cut of the movie. He speculates that Marvel finished the film themselves rather than bringing in a new director. McGloin then declared, my insiders have said as a result that Taika Waititi is out at Lucasfilm and not doing his Star Wars movie. Thank God. Because if after we saw Thor Love and Thunder, and we know Kathleen Kennedy was just going to she was going to make him do her thing, but do it his way. And he was just going to go way too Taika Waititi with it. And Taika Waititi is the guy who would absolutely revel in desecrating Star Wars and bathe in the tears of its fans. So his Star Wars film was originally announced on May 4th, 2020 on the official Star Wars website. The company stated Academy Award winner Taika Waititi, who recently won Best Adapted Screenplay for Jojo Rabbit and directed the widely acclaimed first season finale of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, will direct and co-write a new Star Wars feature film for theatrical release.
I have never heard so many lies in my entire life other than when I was saying them.
The site added, joining Waititi on the screenplay will be Academy Award nominee Christy Wilson Cairns, who received a BAFTA award for Outstanding British Film of the Year on the 3-time Oscar-winning film 1917. Of course, this is not the only movie that completely fell by the wayside for Star Wars. As for Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, a film with Daisy Ridley was reported in October by Matthew Bologna at Puck that the screenwriter Stephen Knight is off the New Jedi Order film project. He added that Lucasfilm is now hunting for a new writer on New Jedi Order. Now, to me, it seems like if they're doing episodes 10, 11, and 12, that's the Rey movie. That's Rey Palpatine moving on to a new trilogy. And we actually have a thing that pretty much confirms that, or at least alleges that. This report came following Daisy Ridley claiming that things are evolving with the film during a screening for her recent film Magpie. Evolving as in evolving into 3 movies, like evolving from Charmander into Charizard. Now, this article here on That Part places that the new Star Wars trilogy will allegedly feature Daisy Ridley's Rey as an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. Oh my God.
Ha! Gay!
A new rumor claims that Daisy Ridley will return as Rey as an Obi-Wan Kenobi figure in the recently announced Star Wars trilogy that will be written by Simon Kinberg and produced by Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Deadline's Mike Fleming originally reported the trilogy was in the works, as we just said. Furthermore, he shared, I'm hearing that Daisy Ridley will come back for these new Star Wars movies, and her Rey will be positioned as the Obi-Wan Kenobi of the new trilogy. So she's going to be in a mentor role. Basically, this is New Jedi Order. This is what New Jedi Order was supposed to be. Her in a mentor role, bringing up the next generation of Jedi. That was legitimately what it was. They gave her Luke Skywalker's destiny. They took it from him, said he's an old man and he was never any good to begin with. Let's put an X through his face here on our wall here at Lucasfilm, which is a thing they did in their office, and they gave her his destiny. She's fulfilling the promise that he made and broke to Yoda. So not only did Snyder claim that Rey will play a key role in the trilogy, but also claim that Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy's film that's supposed to see Daisy Ridley's Rey creating a new Jedi Order is still on the table. That means that we might get 4 Rey movies? I don't think so. I can't imagine that's going to be the case. He revealed that while screenwriter Stephen Knight exited the project, Lucasfilm recently hired a new writer to replace him. My goodness. If Obaid-Chinoy's movie will ultimately come to, but he also shared his own opinion that given the seeming redundancies with Ridley's Rey acting as a mentor, he wonders if Obaid-Chinoy's movie will ultimately come to fruition. Well, we might get rid of Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, which, that might be a blessing in disguise. Well, not even in disguise. If I hear that, that's just a full-on blessing. There's no disguise there. Right? That is a blessing that literally has a big neon sign that just says blessing over and over again as it shines through the night. Finally, he shared his belief that this trilogy is the last hurrah for Kathleen Kennedy and Disney CEO Bob Iger when it comes to Star Wars. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. He stated, I think this is Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and Bob Iger making one last big Star Wars push before they exit their post next year. There's no way. There's no way. And I know Kennedy hasn't formally said anything, but I expect her to step down once she has charted a course for the future of the franchise. Yeah, she wants to make sure that her Fempire agenda continues forward, folks. And let's hope that whoever takes over as CEO of the Walt Disney Company has got more sense than to let her do that. I mean, look, never before has a person failed on the level of Kathleen Kennedy and continued to be praised and to receive a high-paying job the way she has. It is absolutely insane how she has tanked this franchise with her ideology and her identity politics and just hammering in these messages that nobody wants except for her. Well, her and Leslie Headland and Dave. Look, let's be real. Dave Filoni doesn't actually want these messages, but he is a weak beta male, and he will do what he's told just so that he can keep saying that he works for Star Wars. I'm sure you can write letters to your 10-year-old self, Dave Filoni, put them in your magic mailbox and impress that child because you're not impressing any of us anymore. But I mean, guys, at the end of the day, I'm just like, can we stop with the endless Lucasfilm announcements? Can we stop announcing movies? Don't announce a movie until you are shooting the movie. And even then, you know what? Don't announce a movie until you wrap on a movie. That is how little their word means when they say that they're going to be doing something at this point. They say they're going to do something, and my immediate reaction is, yeah, right, when pigs fly. So they need to just stop saying we're doing something and just do it, and then show us when you're done. Don't let us sit here and pontificate. I mean, look, at the end of the day, if they didn't do that, I wouldn't be making this video. I wouldn't have content for today. So I'm thankful for the fact that they're so stupid. But at the end of the day, in the interest of Star Wars itself and not from a content creator standpoint, they should probably stop making these announcements. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this new Rey trilogy is a smart idea? Do you think it's actually going to be 4 Rey movies, or do you think that Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy's days with Lucasfilm are numbered? Is it a good idea to do episodes 10, 11, and 12? And look, guys, if you have a differing opinion than me, don't be shy. I want to hear about it. Sound off in the comments below. Make your case. I'm not so steadfast and stubborn in my arguments that I can't be swayed by a well-reasoned response. So sound off in the comment section below and let me know. Hollywood truly is the land of opportunity, isn't it, folks? Where else can Simon Kinberg and Kathleen Kennedy, 2 colossal failures, continue to find work? How do you take the guy that killed the X-Men franchise and put him together with the woman who killed Star Wars? It's got to be like one of those situations where 2 people make a pact where, like, if they're not married by the time we're 40, then we'll marry each other. In this case, it's if we haven't made a successful franchise by this point in our careers, then we'll have to do a franchise together. Is that what we're seeing here? Or does Hollywood have the Fempire's number now? Have they all realized that signing on with Kathleen Kennedy is a no-win situation? Either you toil endlessly and deal with her tiresome interference only to have your project never come out, or you put out one of her agenda-driven nonsense films and have your reputation tarnished forever by the horror that you've put up on the screen. Do you really think anyone's lining up to sign on Leslie Headland right now? I haven't seen old Roundhead himself, Ruin Johnson, do anything of note outside of streaming services of late, and unless I'm not looking very hard, hell, we've barely seen old Jar Jar Abrams since The Rise of Skywalker.
Well, How about that?
To be fair, I haven't looked for any of these people very hard. I'd say at the very least, it seems as though in the event that this turns out to be true, the one silver lining for both us and the Fempire is that Shamin Obeid-Chinoy might not be attached to direct anymore. Who the hell you kidding, Marv? They'll probably make a chief creative officer at the rate things are going. Simply put, writing and directing a Star Wars project used to be a dream for so many creators, but now in Hollywood, it's seen for what it truly is. The ultimate kiss of death. Thanks for joining us today, and a huge thanks goes out to our Tooneytown TV channel members. You guys are the heart and soul of this channel, and we appreciate you so much that we give you amazing perks like early access to all Tooneytown TV content, including this video, and special exclusive content like our true crime podcast, Crime and Punishment, and our members-only live stream every Friday at 2 p.m. So if you're not a member of the Tooneytown TV channel, join today. Also, I hope you'll join us for Tooney Talk TV, a live stream pop culture podcast every Thursday night at 8 p.m., where you can interact with me directly and make your voice heard as an important part of the Tooneytown community. If you liked what you saw here today, please like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell icon to get notified of new videos as they drop. From all of us here at the Tooneytown channels, I'm Marvin the Movie Monster. Now get out of here!